I have heard from some people that calorie counting or calorie deficit doesn't work for them. And normally I would be very suspicious unless there is a medical condition of some kind. I would be very suspicious. How come that, being in a caloric deficit doesn't work for these people? And then throughout my years of working as a coach, I noticed that there are some people who are leading very unhealthy and unhappy lives. So, what is an unhappy life is very, very individual, but staying in a job that they hate, or not being able to change the job, or staying in relationships that don't fulfill them, or having friends that they don't really like having a very, I would say, toxic environment. And that's something that I can very much relate to, because when I was trying to lose weight by, counting my calories or over exercising, for some reason I was not able to do it. But on the other hand, I didn't acknowledge my toxic environment. I didn't acknowledge, a very bad relationship that was pushing me to overeat in secrecy, of course, but I was not happy. I was not happy at my work, and I didn't really like the way people were behaving and what they were telling me. So in front of them, I was a rather healthy person who is kind of paying attention to what she eats. But behind the scenes, the fact that I was so miserable at one point in my life made me emotionally eat and binge quite often on my own in order to forget about the life that I'm leading, in truth. So this is where calorie counting, if you told me at that point you should do calorie counting and be in a caloric deficit, I would be like, I cannot, because this is my only escape, and I don't see a way out. Like, I see food as my companion, I see food as my solace, I see food as my comfort, like the pleasure and the joy of my life, because everything else is a mess. If you are feeling like that, it's kind of like an understanding that, first of all, why this is happening. But then it's like, what can I change a little bit? Like, what is it in my environment that I can change? Because you cannot really heal your relationship in a food in an environment that made you sick in the first place.